writer leaves a fingerprint. Not in what they say, in the tiny words they never even notice. A, of, the, and, it. You can't fake it. You can't feel yourself doing it. And in 1980, a team of statisticians turned that fingerprint on the Book of Mormon and asked the question no one was supposed to ask. Who actually wrote this book? It's called Stylometry. Strip away the subject, the names, the doctrine, the story, and count only the invisible connective tissue of language. Those rates stay astonishingly steady across everything a person writes. It's a signature the conscious mind can't reach and can't disguise. 3 BYU statisticians ran the test on 24 named authors inside the book, Nephi, Alma, Mormon, and more, using 3 independent methods at once. The verdict: the odds that a single person wrote it were less than 1 in 100 billion. And not one passage matched the writing of Joseph Smith, or Sidney Rigdon, or Solomon Spaulding, or any name a critic had ever proposed. Critics cried bias. So John Hilton handed the whole problem to a group of scientists at Berkeley, agnostic, Jewish, not a Latter-day Saint among them, who spent 10,000 hours building a test designed to be unbeatable. Their finding? The odds that Nephi and Alma were the same writer, about 1 in 15 trillion. To credit those 30,000 words to Joseph Smith, Hilton wrote, was statistically indefensible. Then, in 2008, a Stanford team struck back. Their algorithm pronounced Sidney Rigdon the author, but there was a trick hidden in the math. It was a closed lineup. It left Joseph Smith out of the suspects entirely, and it could never answer none of the above. Forced to name a culprit, it named one, whether he fit or not. So BYU statisticians rebuilt the test, this time letting it say none of these. Run honestly, the Stanford verdict simply collapsed. Sidney Rigdon, 0. Solomon Spaulding, 0. Joseph Smith, 3%. And an author no one in the room could name, 93%. But didn't he just copy another book? In 2013, that theory met the same math. Tested against the Late War, an 1816 schoolbook, barely 1/4% of the Book of Mormon could have come from it, and 1/7 of even those matches were nothing but the copyright page. The book's real echo isn't a frontier pamphlet, it's the King James Bible, and the newer tools only deepen it. The book's names pattern like real names, not the inventions of a Spaulding or a Tolkien. Its grammar calls people witch, the way English did around the year 1604, 2 centuries before Joseph was born, and almost never the way Joseph himself wrote. Every fingerprint points away from 1829. Stack every test together, and the odds that one mind produced this book land near 1 in 15 trillion. A 23-year-old farm boy, dictating in roughly 65 days, with no notes, no library, no draft, leaving behind dozens of distinct, consistent fingerprints written in the grammar of a century he never lived in. The words remember who wrote them. Lights and Perfections.